I know many people are ready to start off the new year. They've got their new planners, they're ready to fill them in, or they're already been filled in for a month now. But I'm a little different. I like to use up every single last day of the year to have complete closure. So when the new year starts, I am starting off fresh. I was inspired by another YouTuber who has his 3 things he said he does at the end of each year. He clears out his closet, that's one. Number 2, he goes ahead and he clears his inbox, so he has inbox 0. And 3, he sends out thank you cards to all the people who impacted him that year. Love that concept. Now for me, I'm not taking any of those as a direct, this is what I should do, but it did inspire me and motivate me to think, what are the 3 things I need to clear out, clean up, reset, that's gonna help me go into the year and feel like I'm really prepared. And those 3 things I'm gonna share with you in this video. I'm gonna hopefully give you the inspiration you need so you can wrap up. So the very first thing that I'm gonna do to wrap up this year and get a refresh and restart, I'm going to clean my office. My office, which is personal and professional, I'm going to get it clean so we can operate functionally, freely, and have that motivation and that newness. So that comes with the new year, have a clean slate. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take you with me so we can clean together and I can get it off my list and I can check it off for the new year.
As mentioned, my office serves 2 purposes, work and personal, and my workstation has 2 monitors and there was a lot of dust, so I needed to really wipe it down, and I really worked on the monitors and I got everything nice and clean. And then my personal station is for editing and for planning. I went through all my planner stuff. I have some new planner stuff that just arrived I can't wait to go into, and I cleared off the entire desk. I put everything away and I made sure all my Rocket books were cleared out, ready for the new year. A decluttering and a deep cleaning is exactly what this room needed, and now all my planner supplies are all in my planner bag, ready for me to sit down and plot out all the things coming up in the new year. I am so excited to get into that bag and start fresh, but now I have a clean space and a clean room, and automatically I already feel lighter and brighter.
Okay, now that we have purged this room, everything looks so clean. My mind is actually, I don't know how it does it, but it just clears up the brain and clears up your mind when you have clear surfaces. You just feel more focused. And that's exactly what I'm looking for before I jump into my planner. I'm looking for some clarity. I'm looking for some focus and trying to just kind of remove all the mental clutter. And I did that in a physical way. So as that YouTuber that I was inspired by, he clears out his closet. This is a very similar thing to that. Clearing out the closet is a physical thing that he does. And that's what I did in this room in a physical way. I cleared out the clutter. All right, let's get into that second thing. The second thing that he did, inbox 0, is what he did, and what I'm comparing that to is actually something digital in my world, something I wanted to just kind of have as a reset going into the next year digitally. And that's going to be my business expenses and income from my side hustles. I have a couple side hustles, as you know, I'm here on YouTube. I have a couple things, and something I just kind of left behind was all the expenses I've been incurring. Now I need to do this and get it set up for my accountant. I sound so business-like, don't I? Have an accountant, but I need to have it ready for him to actually go through everything and make it really easy so we can make sure that all the taxes are set and I don't have any surprises. So I'm going to go through and just kind of brain dump on a piece of paper all the things I have, and I'm going to make sure they get into an Excel spreadsheet, and then I'll be able to easily give that to my accountant. So that's my inbox digital thing that I'm doing. That's how I'm going to have a refresh, and I'm also going to set myself up to be able to stay on top of this month to month for next year. I ended up waiting until the end. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make sure there's a place in my planner, and this is how I'm setting myself up for success next year, is to have a place in the planner to keep this each month. Every time there is an expense is a place to put it in that planner. And that's where I help myself be thinking about those things. Okay, the third thing I'm going to reset, or actually just start off with a mindset for this new year, and that is card giving. It's not that he gave me the idea. I've been thinking about this all along. What he does though is he at the end of the year sends thank you cards to all the people for impacting him that year. What I want to do is I want to stay on top of all the events and things where I can send cards all throughout the year. Now, I am a scrapbooker, have been for over 25 years, have over 30 scrapbooks. I've been doing it for a long, long time. Well, now I have so many supplies that now it just feels like the next evolution of scrapbooking for me should be card making. So I've been doing more cards, and I'm actually looking into a business venture totally geared around cards. That is your teaser, so much more to come on that. But what I want to start doing is creating and having a lot of cards. Something that breaks my heart is when I have to send or give somebody a card from the store. Oh my gosh, that is how us creatives just cringe. When we have something we know we can make and do ourselves and we have to go buy it and give it. Oh, that just crushes us because we know we have that talent, but it usually means we don't have that time or we didn't prepare. So one thing I am going to make sure is that I'm prepared this year. I'm going to be prepared with plenty of cards on hand. Something I realize is I try to make all different cards, but the number one card to send is a happy birthday card. But I'm just gonna make sure I have a variety, make sure I have plenty on hand so I don't run into that situation where I find myself having to buy a store-bought card. Oh, okay, so you're gonna see a lot more of card demos on this channel because I'm going to be switching from that scrapbooking to card making, and I want to take you along so you can get inspired. Also, I've heard that people are wanting to get into sending cards more. I've also heard on Pinterest, I heard that one of the trends for the new year is actually pen pals, sending letters, sending things in the mail, and I don't know if this is Pinterest's way of trying to promote it so they can figure out and make the money, or if it's a real thing and people are wanting to just connect more by snail mail. So I don't care, I'm doing it. My best friend's already been on top of this. She started last year. I gave her some of my cards so she can have some supply. And that's another thing I want to do. I want to make sure that creatives like me or other people who like giving homemade cards have that opportunity. So more to come on that. But yes, we're going to start making more cards and using my planner. This is where the planner comes in, and it's going to help me. I'm going to make sure I plot and jot down all the events to make sure I'm ahead of it. So I have that card made and I have the plan to already get that in the mail. So there's plenty of delivery time. So I want to make sure my planner is set up for that. So far we've got two things I know is going in that planner, right? From that first thing we talked about was a place for my expenses. And for the second place now is a place for me to jot where all the cards are going throughout the year and make sure I have ample time to send them. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. So I'll show you some of the cards I made, and we'll get into, you'll see in the future, my next video likely is the planner setup, and you'll see both of these things. And those are the three things I've reset to have a fantastic new year. I am ready. I feel motivated, energetic, revived. I'm so ready with a clearer mind to now start off fresh and get into that planner and get started. I hope you were motivated and inspired by these items and you have yours. Be sure to leave a comment letting me know what is the thing that you are clearing off your space, clearing out, purging. What are you doing to have a great fresh start? All right, there will be plenty of videos like this, and of course those planner videos are coming up, so be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and the bell will make you get a notification when I make that next video. All right, I'll see you then. Thank you so much. See you soon.